Didn't do it, you know. Look, Fort Dix is where I got my indoctrination into prison life. Okay, so when you hear that song about that life, this place was about that life. Raw, nasty, mean as fuck. Okay, period. And I'm coming from like Miami Beach, where the sun is shining, and man, there ain't no sun, nothing. It's just hard scrabble concrete, and it's raw. 5,200 inmates, largest at that time, largest prison in the country, and anybody who knows anything about the BOP knows what Fort Dix is about. If you weren't thorough and you had that bullshit paperwork and you were hot, meaning you were a rat, that think they know about what a rat is, if you weren't thorough, you were going to get your kicked in and you're going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons with child molesters. That's what it's really like. Man, God is good. I am home, and this is my redemption.
You tell them feds I said I'm never going back. I'm from Marcy. Marcy don't raise me.
Street. We're on part 2 of this thing, dog. We're on part 2 of this thing, dog. What's happening?
Bro, I had to.
I thought it was only dog. Free Cavassier smoke, dog. Free Cavassier smoke.
Boy, I had to go put on the vintage. I had to go find my hardcore Miami stuff. My hardcore Miami stuff for this, boy.
Boy, I'm finna hit you with an old school word, boy. You in the roll calling, boy. That boy got on maroon, gray, orange, green. That boy roll calling, dog.
Yeah, boy. You know what? We the only one downside. We the only one be trying to match from head to toe. Boy, the people in New York don't give a fuck about that.
Man, you out here roll calling. That boy got a Northern Viking shirt on with a Miami Hurricane. Boy, look at that boy. Hey, what that is, a vintage, dog? I know you're an alum. What that is, a vintage?
Boy, Duke Johnson, boy. What we talking about here? Duke Johnson. Boy. I gotta turn it back. Hold on.
Don't stand all the way up. I know you ain't got no pants on. Okay. Hold on, I got a Duke picture up here too. Don't play with it. Huh? Yeah. All hell Duke. Yeah. All hell Duke. I love it, man. Yeah. Shout out to Duke Johnson, man, in the building. Real quick, let's get into this. We already got 92 people in here. We kind of part 2 in this thing. If y'all missed it, we were in. We on a private jet right now. We landed back in the St. Virgin Islands, man. St. Thomas Virgin Islands, excuse me. The party was jumping last night. It was a Shapiro type party, if you know what I'm saying. No Diddy. But what I was gonna say is, boy, you tripping, boy. You looking like you selling hats out here, boy, on 27 with that black bag, selling them socks.
Boy, listen, boy. After listening to this guest, boy, I got fired up. Boy, you know we don't be Miami heavy on the Hayes Street as much, you know what I'm saying? Because boy, after listening to this guest, boy.
But he called in hot. We're gonna get to it, but we do got some pressing news since we talking Nevin Shapiro, University of Miami. But real quick, want to shout out 110 people in climbing, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. We are dual streaming this. My side of the street, street side of the street, and we rocking, man. So make sure you subscribe to both sides, man. Get this thing rocking. Coach trying to catch up to this dude over here. He had 100-something plus thousand. Coach around here cracking 40, man. So y'all help your boy, man. It's a race.
Fast, though. But they haven't been in shorts now. It's over. You're running fast, though. You're running faster than I ran. You're running fast.
Yeah. Okay, look at me, dog. Excuse me, I'm talking to a New England Patriot right here. Excuse me, dog. I'm talking to a New England Patriot right here, dog. Shout out to my dog, Joe Milton, in the building. What's up, man? Hope all is going well. I see you out there slinging that rock. Hashtag throw the ball, Joe. I see you out there, boy, making waves, baby. I love it, man. Shout out to him, man. But here we go. Let's talk about this real quick, man. We took the private jet here to St. Thomas Virgin Islands, so we in the building. Breaking news, pressing news, Simeon Barrow, Michigan State transfer to the University of Miami, is apparently or allegedly leaving the University of Miami. So what does that mean for the University of Miami? I'm going to be the first one to say this. People could talk that trash. I'm going to say it hurts so far as depth, rotation, and experience. I'm gonna just get that out the way. I ain't gonna call the dude a bum. He ain't no shorty, but I ain't gonna call the dude a bum and all that stuff because he was all love just a week ago, as the song say. Hey, as Jay-Z say, it was all good just a week ago, dog. What's your thoughts?
JT said that.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Yeah. It was all good. It's a week ago. Him and Bleak. Oh no, man. Listen, man. We reached out. Me and X been feeling around, man. We hearing bro was here working out, just left. He back in Georgia. Nothing from anybody really, man. Really nothing, man. Some rumors came out. About some of the players on the team, you know what I'm saying, pressing them about work ethic and the standard. Well, at least we got a standard back at Miami. You know what I'm saying? Culture. Yeah, well, at least we got a standard back at Miami. But I don't think that'll run a kid back to Georgia. Not a defensive lineman. Defensive lineman's just gonna scrap, right? Have you ever saw a soft defensive lineman?
Nah, but guess what? If you get that boy some sweet chin music like this, guess what? That boy get up out of there. You gonna run hard, dog. We paid you this cash, brought you in here, and you run here lollygagging, tiptoeing through the tulips. Get that crap out of here. But I'm just sorry.
Yeah, no, it's money involved. I don't think that'll get a kid to leave. It's money involved. It's contracts involved. Something weird like this, bro. Listen, 2 years ago, Hayes, me and X sat down and I told everybody, hey, listen, money has entered the room openly. Mm-hmm. You're going to start seeing things that don't make sense. Don't even try to make logic out of a lot of it. Don't even try to make logic out of a lot of it. You feel me? These kids be under immense pressure that you guys have never, ever thought about. Never thought about.
True story.
Contracts and grown-ups trying to tie them up and grown-ups saying, listen, man, I'm a snitch and tell that you sold weed in the 5th grade if you don't give me back my 20,000. All type of just under pressure, dog. So when you be thinking it's a walk in the park, you're like, how is he going to choose Missouri over Miami, man? It be deeper than rap, bro, sometimes. So it be deeper than rap.
Yeah, and like you say, sometimes big fish, small pond. Let's talk about Missouri. Let's look at Luther Burton, right? I think Luther Burton would still be the man wherever he went, or he would definitely be one of the men. But at Missouri, he the man. He the man. So, that weighs big, dog. Look how much of an impact he has on his team. Maybe that shows NFL scouts, GMs, coaches that he has value. Once he's down, the whole team is down. He's not just replaceable. But anyhow, like I said, I would say this.
One more thing. Okay, go ahead. Finish. And I got one more thing.
Yeah, I was just going to say, as a fan base, we can say what we want, but we definitely needed the experience and the talent in that rotational pool, especially at a D-tackle position, right? Yeah. We talked about this maybe a show or two ago. Maybe I was doing the Canes Talk Live and I was talking about his importance, and I was talking to, matter of fact, Cuban Kane about why Mario's bringing in these one and dones to give the younger guys some experience, the Amar Motons and so forth, because we lost Dennis, we lost Huntley, Harrison Hunt, and so forth. And so this guy brought in some depth rotation things. And so, like I say, if he is leaving, I wish him the best. If we play you, we're going to smash you. But with that being said, it is what it is, man. What's your thoughts?
So check this out. And we just got some breaking news in too, though. Hey, but check this out. What it does do for Miami, though, is free up some NIL money. Miami ain't playing with y'all. So these schools, you better start calling your D linemen, finding out where they at. Because what you did was just freed up some NIL money with Miami. And you see Miami is not playing with y'all. Miami don't care what EA Sports out here doing to them. Miami is out here not playing with y'all.
Okay. So you mean, hold up, you need some NIL money, meaning we finna do.
So what he was going to get,
yeah,
it's off the table. It's free, right?
But does that mean we go snatch one out of somebody else's locker room?
Well, I don't know if you can get anybody else in the port. It's too late for that, I think. But you know what I'm saying? Anybody who may be out there who may be about to go back to their school, pull up a Mims. You feel me?
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I've seen a lot of kids move in the summer, bro. We saw Juju Mitchell at Colorado come in 2 weeks before. He left out of Arizona State.
But you gotta already be in the portal, though, right?
I don't. I'd be lying to you, dog.
You don't even know the rules no more.
Oh, bro, I just saw this. The NCAA just opened up the rule today, I think, or yesterday it was. Well, they ain't challenging no more transfers. You only had to sit out a year. I just saw that this morning. I think it came out when I read the article. It said 17 hours ago, so it must have came out yesterday. So, bro, there's no rules in this. It's some strong suggestions in this. Ain't really no rules, dog. Ain't really no rules.
For the people who just jumping in, Simeon Barrow, Miami defensive lineman from Michigan State, just up and left. Miami trying to figure it out. And if you want to know why, just scroll back, man. We just talked about like the reasons kids could leave. It's not always cut and dry who has the best EA score or who has the best. Some of these kids be dealing with some personal things, business things that's being put into football that probably shouldn't be there. Now, breaking news. Devon Perry just said, we got to get our own breaking news, dog. Devon Perry, the ex-running back for Miami that sits on the Momentum podcast, right? With your boy. Just tweeted out, as a Kane alum, I'll always be loyal to the Canes family, which is why I did not participate in that episode. And moving forward, I'll be stepping away from the podcast to focus on other endeavors. Uh-oh.
Y'all give it up for me. Y'all give it up for my man. Y'all give it up for my man.
Devon Perry had not seen enough. You know what I'm saying? Devon Perry had not seen enough.
Because I can say this. There's been a couple episodes with Devon Perry where he was like, hey, can we not talk about this? Like, he be trying to like eat his way out. You know what I'm talking about? I forgot what episode that was.
That was the episode when he said the Italian Mafia approached him and Devon was like, like, why are we talking about this? Yeah. The only thing I'm gonna say for Devon Perry, I'm tired of watching the interviews with him, dog. Can you get some longer shorts, bro? I'm tired of seeing crotch shots, dog. God dang, this man sitting up here with t-shirts and thighs, dog. No, I'm just saying, dog. Like y'all, man. I'm like, bro, come on. I be having to watch the phone like this, dog. Like, come on, bro. Like you doing too much, cuz. But anyway, no diddly, man. But let's get into the meat, dog. Let's get into the meat of this deal. We did the show yesterday. Did the show yesterday. We talked about that particular interview with the Momentum podcast. Mo Hassan, quarterback, I believe that played for USC and Vanderbilt, and is now doing a podcast, right? And did this interview with the infamous Nevin Shapiro, Miami Hurricane booster, who was part of or was the reason Miami received sanctions. The whole thing came crumbling down. The U Part 2 is based on his story. Yada, 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 yada. If you don't know about it, that means you're too young. Go do your research and be a real Hurricane fan. And the fact that dude, Mo Hassan, which I understand, you had no allegiance to Miami, he said he watched the U Part 2 the night before he did the interview. Matter of fact, can we give him a date? Oh, man.
He ain't even think about that. He ain't even really, you just did your homework a night before. So anyhow, me and Street on the phone today.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I get a text message, dog. I'm like, who is this paging me at 5:46 in the morning? Crack of dawn, and I'm yawning. Wipe the cold from my eye. See who's this paging me and why? It's my dog. I'm gonna leave him nameless right now. But anyway, then he calls me. I'm on the phone, I say, Street, I gotta let this dude come in and see what he's talking about. You seem like you're a little hot. Bruh.
A little hot.
Probably the most ultimate Miami Hurricane fan ever calls in, clicking, dog. And you know he's from the crib. Clicking.
Hot.
We couldn't even get a word in sideways.
Hot.
Dog brought out his law degree.
But dog got a law degree now. We ain't got no dummy coming up here. Them dog know what he's talking about now.
Dog brought out his hood degree. He bought his high school diploma, his college degree. But dog, everything he had, that boy was throwing that at the phone. We said we got to get it on tape.
We got to get over here.
So, without further ado, let's go and get this dude on. Oh, matter of fact, Street, what was your take from it before I get going? What was your take on it?
On the call we got?
Yeah.
I mean, what he's saying, he's right. I've always been a remorseful guy myself, you know what I'm saying? Hard to hold grudges. I forgive people really easy. But after listening to this dude, man, I mean, I was ready to go in the hunt with him. Man, what he had, man? I call him a rat to his face, too. Rat. You know what I'm saying? So I felt out of talking to this dude, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff he's saying is true. And he understands the law. He understands, you know what I'm saying, how these things work.
Right.
Yeah, so he ain't buying a lot of the BS that he hear.
Right. So without further ado, let me go ahead and bring him a dog. In the words of Outkast, return of the gangster. Gangster. Return of the gangster. The dog, V12 in the building.
Hey, listen. Hey, boy, let me tell you, hey, what's up, everybody? Text somebody, text Mo Hassan, text Nev too. He could come on, because if you were true U fan, you would never let what this dude slide. What he said was abomination to the U. Like I told you, Streeter, like I told Coach, I said, you can always talk about family in-house. But when you go out-house and try to put family behind and talk bad about family, I get upset. I'm a U fan till the day they put me down. And what this dude has said about the U and some of this legal stuff we talking about is totally a bunch of crap. Even the introduction you talking about Fort Dix. Fort Dix ain't the hardest federal institution in the world. Man, this ain't Supermax. Fort Dix ain't Supermax. Man, cut this out, bro. Cut this out. I'm with Mo Hassan. I'm glad Buddy left because I wouldn't. He a U fan. I'll be happy. I'm glad he left because what Nevin said, what he's talking about is a bunch of crap, right? So tag Nevin and tell him come on, Coach Hayes, come on Hayes Street, let's do the show and talk to 12. What we talking about is foolishness. And he lucky I got a real job, and I can't really go how I want to go. I'm hot, right? And let me tell you this. And let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Hey, I don't have a law degree yet. I got a couple degrees. I got the hood law degree, but I got a lot of experience in this system, right? I got a lot of experience in the system that he's talking about.
Tell him, dog, you did 20 to 25 already.
Hey, talking about he gonna be exonerated. How? And you already pled guilty. What we talking about here? Y'all, hey, he is a snake. He is a man. Listen, bro, don't get me started. He is a snake.
Dog, what you have, dog? What you have is probably more than a law degree, dog.
He is
experience. I think actually,
bro, listen.
Experience is goes further, dog.
Man, listen. This dude is is a predator. He preyed on teenage kids. That's why we gotta go on that. He is a freaking predator, man. And he's an outcast, and now he pissed off because he's a has-been. He's a sucker. I said to his face, he's a sucker. What are you gonna tell now? Yeah, I know he wanna sell documentaries and stuff. He already told everything in 2011, 2012 about who he gave money to. Who had women, who was on his yacht. He already told. What else he gonna tell y'all? Right? Let me tell you one thing I despise. I despise rich people who start crying when they lose. He was a rich man. He was a powerful man. Now all of a sudden, he pled guilty. Hey, when I'm tell you something, I ain't gonna like I told Street now. Hey, the Frères ain't 100%. They got some stuff. They ain't perfect. But when they coming, they on board. And for him to have pled guilty, listen to this, guys. He pled guilty to 2 charges: money laundering and securities fraud, whatever. This dude got 20 years. He was doing some real bad ish. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. He was doing some real bad ish, and I'm gonna tell y'all off the break. And for him to plead guilty, they come around and say, oh, I got some stuff that's going to exonerate me. He's a coward. He preyed on young kids. He was what we call a sucker back in the days, right? He got introduced. Listen, he didn't make no U. We already had the U. We had Irvin. We had Sapp. We had Lamar Thomas. Should I go on, right?
Yes.
We were the biggest stars outside of Miami Vice, outside of Crockett and Tubbs, we were the biggest stars at the U in Miami, dog. Right? We were the professional team in Miami. He wanted to be a part of us. He infiltrated us. Bro, don't get me. Hey, bro, hey, tag somebody. I'm hot, dog.
I'm hot, dog. I'm hot. Listen, bro. You got into it like the timelines. The timelines. You brought up something interesting today about the timelines and about when Miami was great and then what eventually happened. Talk to us about that.
Man, listen. Miami was great before this guy. Before this guy, Miami was great. He comes in around 2001, 2002, Larry Coker era, right? Boom. He comes into that era where we already set. We got the national championship. Bush Davis' players, all them players still there. Coker comes in, he does well. He starts to infiltrate. Since he was there, we ain't win no championship. He brought in some decent players, quote unquote. But bro, listen, Miami's always been good, right? Check the stat. I told y'all the stat. I think since 2000, 2001 or whatever, 2002, whatever, Miami has only had at least 3 or 4 losing seasons in general. We don't lose a lot in Miami. Now, we weren't back in 2011, 2012, 09. We weren't the Miami of 2000 and the 80s and 90s, but we had some decent seasons, some 6-6 seasons, 75 seasons. We were okay. Right. So when he tried to act like what he brought in was just a whole bunch of recruits that made Miami. As a matter of fact, when he started being around a sucker, being around I think the momentum went down. Right? Actually, the momentum went down. The talent went down. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it went down. Because he want to call out. I told y'all this. Hey, y'all let me ride. Like, hey, I appreciate it. Y'all let me ride. Y'all, you know what y'all doing? Y'all Cat Williams me, dog. Y'all boost me up. Y'all doing me like y'all doing me like Shannon Sharp. You boost me up. And you got me riding. And
put your glasses back on.
I appreciate that. So this dude, he right here talking. Bro, listen. Let me calm down. Man, listen.
Don't calm down. Don't calm down.
I apologize. I apologize.
Well, read off the dono right there and then get back to it.
I apologize, man. Let me calm down because
don't calm down, dog.
Read off the dono.
No, because they told me
for the $10, 12 cooking.
12 cooking. Yeah, you know why I'm cooking? Bama King. I'm cooking because I don't know. I ain't on a lot of social media, but nobody has come out to challenge this dude. And like I told, I take offense. I take offense to stuff like this. He got beef with Luke. Yeah, he should have beef with Luke. Luke from the city. Luke from the hood. Luke made. Now you want to talk about Miami? That's the man. Then he gonna talk about, oh, they call him Lil Luke. Ain't nobody call you Lil Luke. You made that up. You want to be like Luke, right? If you think about it, he took everything Luke did. He took the women. Luke been doing that. He took the parties. Luke been doing that. He took the chunks. Luke been doing that. Come on, let's go.
Pack jam.
Man, I'm hot.
I'm hot. He hot.
What y'all want to know? Any questions?
Real quick, Bama came for the $20. Appreciate you, dog, for cooking. For 12 cooking. Also, Ellen V for being a member for 9 months. She said, it's the Vidose show.
We here.
We got to get you an intro,
so
dog.
B12, talk to us about the money he paid back. He said he paid back a lot of money.
Right.
Right. Explain that to us.
What he pay him, and guess what? He working now, and he's still paying back money. He ain't tell you that. He's still paying back money. He's still paying restitution. He ain't gonna tell y'all that. Well, everything he talking about, he was in Fort Dix, like Fort Dix is Supermax. Man, get out of here. Fort Dix ain't Leavenworth. I was in Fort Dix. He want to be somebody that he ain't. He want to be somebody that he ain't. Right? He's a predator, man. He talking about I was not that much older. I was not that much older than these kids. Well, listen, you about 13, 14 years older because Jonathan Vilma, 42, you 55. You hanging around with Vilma, he was a predator, man. And like I told y'all, which inner city kid, you from the hood, Streeter, Coach, we from the hood. We all know how I go. If a cat got some cake and you want to benefit, remember this, guys. This is in the era where it was only about scholarships. These kids couldn't even work to buy themselves a payday or Snickers or some Niles or a sausage sandwich or pickle or a pig feet. So when you see somebody, when you see a duck coming, he was a straight duck. That's what he was. When you see a duck, quack, Affleck before Dion them and Saban, when you see a duck coming, you're gonna take what you could get. And that's what them guys did. They weren't crazy. Let me tell you something. Kellen Winslow ain't come from the hood. He had a good time with Nevin Shapiro. His daddy was a baller. So it was about what the kids could get. And let me take it a step further. See, Nevin is mad because what he wanted was for that sports agency. See, you got to remember, people don't do stuff because of the kindness of their heart. There's always pretty much an attachment to that. He wanted that sports agency to take off, and what he was going to do is bilk them young men for their money and get something back. That's what he really wanted.
Talk to him. God dang, 12.
That boy smoking, boy. That boy Mike smoking over there.
Calm down.
He's on fire.
He's on fire.
He's on fire.
And I don't like powerful men. What? This man is powerful. This man was worth $200 million, right? So you're gonna tell me he had the best lawyers on Miami Beach?
Right.
What? And now
get into that. Explain that, B12. Explain, because you talked about that today. Explain what you mean about that.
Listen, listen, this man's worth $200 million. His case was so bad was when they locked him up, he didn't get no bond. That's how he was milking investors to the tune of $930 million. We talking about grown millionaire men and women crying because they lost their money to this sucker, this slime. He's a slime. And so when they arrested him, he ain't get out of jail. He got what's called no bond. He didn't get no bail. Don't care how much money he had. They did not release him because it was that bad. He ain't gonna tell y'all that. He gonna tell y'all some foolishness about I'm gonna be exonerated. It's too late. And can I tell you another thing? Y'all want to know why? $1 million question. Y'all want to know why he didn't appeal? Everybody tell somebody and tell me why Nevin Shapiro did not appeal that conviction. I'll wait 5 seconds.
Yeah, why didn't he appeal? Because usually they have money to fight, right? They usually appeal it to death. Can
I tell you why he didn't appeal? Because once you plead guilty, you cannot appeal a guilty. This sucker has no appeal rights. And can I tell you, and let me tell you this, and they work on that because they want to ensure, they tell you in the plea agreement, when you're talking to the government, you have no appeal rights. And the judges ask you, are you pleading on your own, voluntary? Yes, Your Honor. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Are you on drugs? No. Are you on anything that will alter your mind? No. Have you drank alcohol? No. Are you of your right mind? No. Sign that paper. You done. You done. So go back to Shooter's point. So he is a millionaire. What is he going to exonerate? Because he's already pled guilty. So he goes to court. He has to have the best of the best lawyers. If you got these lawyers on Miami Beach telling you, hey, buddy, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good.
Right.
It happens.
You got the bit right.
So so now he's crying over spilled milk. He's crying now. He want to bring in he mad because Devin Hester don't holler at him. Who cares? Right?
Yeah.
He mad because Jonathan Vilma not hollering at him. Who cares?
Who cares? Right.
Who cares?
Make it make sense in football sense. Like he had the Ravens defense with Ray Lewis, right? And they came in the locker room and was like, Coach, we don't know if we could do this.
Yeah. Who cares? we ain't mess with him like that.
Hey, Coach, we don't know if we can stop him in the first and second half, because we don't know. Yeah, it ain't looking good.
He wanted to use them. He wanted to use them young kids, and them young kids use him. Hey, we call that what? Quid pro quo.
Something for something. Boy, that was big in the military, boy.
Yeah, you know, and we call that quid. Where we from?
Give me something, I'll give you something. You give me something.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. That's exactly what it's
and
about.
And you know what? To your point, though, 12. See, I didn't even know that he was trying to start a sports agency. So what you're doing is basically you building up your clientele early. You getting in on them early. And think about how many of them players went on to the league and the future players. He saw the writing on the wall. Man, this dude took care of me early in the game. He'll take care of me in the league, but he gonna come back and get 10% of your cash or 5% or whatever they charge, plus advances and everything else. And guess what? I guarantee he probably was keeping a ledger, and he was gonna hit them back to say, "Hey, yeah, y'all party, but that was all a gift."
Man, hey, coach in street. This dude was DJ Vlad before he was a culture vulture. He was the first male groupie in Miami was Nevin Shapiro. He was a male groupie. That's exactly what he was. A groupie.
Yeah, he was chain hats on that one, dog.
He was a professional. Because guess what? Because guess what, guys? It ain't stopped there. He hung out with the Heat. He hung out with everybody because that's what he wanted to be. He was a male groupie. Didn't want to talk about, man, bro, listen. Shout out Sonny, my homie Sonny Barnes. He understands because when you chew to it, you can't come in family and talk trash about family. Now he I'm going to tell it all. You already told it all, bro. In the NCAA, what else you gonna say? I'm gonna tell it all. He teasing y'all to buy his content. And then Buddy from Momentum Sports, whatever, he's sitting there, ain't asking no tough questions. Bring him on here so I could talk to him. So he paid. So guess what? So Street, you mentioned this, and I'm not part of the case. I'm just surmising from my experience what happened. Let me put it out there. But let me just say this. Oftentimes when you're dealing with white collar crimes, he paid the 80-something million back because he probably had it. And it probably was part of the agreement. Hey, buddy, what is money at? Oh, I got some 80. Your lawyer probably say, give it up. Right? Because the government gonna take what you got. Hey, listen, that's why they have these fortune for allegations and clauses. If you make money or get property off of illicit activities, they coming for you, right? So your cars, let me get that, buddy. Them jet skis you had, let me get that. Them houses, let me get that.
Painting, artwork.
Let me get that. So he probably had the 80 million sitting somewhere, and in order to probably get maybe a better sentence, because it probably could have been worse than that, he gave it up off the break or whenever he gave it up. But I'm willing to bet he's still paying restitution till this day.
Right. But okay, so he got sentenced to 20 years, but he only did 10, right?
He only did 10. He lucky for that.
How is that possible?
Well, okay, so for him, great point. He's supposed to be in the supermax. He's supposed to be in the super in this was it Lexington, whatever facility he said he was in Kentucky, Fort Dix, this hard place where they're releasing people early. They releasing people 10 years early out their sentence. That ain't happening, cuz remember, federal prisons like anything else, they have levels to it. I'm not sure what the Fort Dix says, but it ain't one of the hardest ones out here. I would be right. Martha Stewart was in one. It was Camp Cupcakes. Madoff is in one. It's Camp Cupcakes.
Oh no, the Feds is like summer camp. Most of them, bro.
Hold up. What? Two things gotta happen. One, shout out to brother Jay Blaze, man. God bless you, brother. 1999, the glue to the U, baby. And second, V12. Fort Dix is a large federal prison in New Jersey. The prison has 3 completely separate compounds. Two of those compounds, Fort Dix East and Fort Dix West, are rated as low security federal correctional institutions. My dog know what he's talking about.
And I ain't even researched that, cuz. That's what I do.
Hold on.
Hey, hold on. Let me just say this.
Say it.
Hey, first off,
your show, dog.
I'm gonna be honest. I want to thank you, Coach. Because they think I be saying crazy stuff. First thing I want to say, I do believe I am the first guest on Hayes Street. Clap it up for me.
Second one, but yeah, you good.
Second, my bad. The other first. And the
Hey, man,
second
what's a
thing
guess
is,
here? Now? What's a guess here? Now?
okay. And the second thing is, whatever. Hey, hey, listen. Hey guys. Hey, listen. Hey, I gotta be wrong sometime, right? So third guess, I get it. Listen, second thing is, hey, y'all want to hear more? Y'all tag somebody, because what Nevin Shapiro about to do to y'all is take y'all money and take y'all likes and to waste y'all time. You want to know what's going on? You tune in here. 12 is here, Streeter here, Coach here. So tag somebody. Hey, I want him to come on and debate me. This man said he was at Fort Dix. Are you kidding me? Bruh.
Hold on, V12. Hold on, V12. V12, hold on. Now. I'll give him this benefit of doubt. Anywhere a 5'6" white guy named Shapiro goes to jail, he could have went to Monopoly jail, right? And it's tough. You know what I'm saying? But anywhere he went, it's tough. All right, he's out of place, bro.
Hey, listen. Let me. Okay, listen. I get it. I'm trying to explain to y'all. When you listen, that's all taken into consideration. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something that's funny. You little inside school, everybody. I'll tell somebody because V12 got some experience. When you're about to get sentenced, you have a bunch of professionals who run research, do reports on you. And classification is huge. And what they take into consideration when you talk about classification, a number of different things. Your criminal history, your age, your height, your weight, and also the crime that you committed. You pled guilty for. And for him, I would bet my bottom dollar that his attorney, because of how big he is, he probably 5'4", said we would like for him to be, you can't guarantee it, but for the most part in this low level facility, Fort Dix. So I get he trying to sell books and trying to sell stuff to Netflix and all that kind of stuff. But what I explained to you guys is where he lost me was, number one, that exonerated foolishness lost me. And number two, he started talking about Luke, and he started talking about Devin Hester. He started talking about Jonathan Vilma. And when he started talking about Randy Shannon, that really, really ticked me off. Because you want me to tell you why? Let me tell you why that ticked me off about Randy Shannon. I'm gonna tell you why.
Miami Norland, Randy Shannon did go to Miami Norland, dog. Shout out to Randy Shannon.
That boy said V12 watched Law Abiding Citizen before the show. Man, the QB.
Hey, I like that QB. Listen, he was upset because Randy, you guys know this to be true. Randy Shannon didn't mess with him. Randy Shannon told his coaches, and Randy Shannon told any coach who associated with Nevin Shapiro, off the break, you get fired. He warned the kids, he warned the young men, disassociate yourself with this loser. And that's why Randy Shannon would never answer his calls. And so he always had it out for Randy Shannon. And so when he tried to call out Randy, we all know why he was there. He was the disciplinarian, and he actually won some games. He wasn't the worst coach in UM history. He was actually a decent coach. He cleaned up that program, and this loser wanted to tear it back down. So when he started, when he not telling the truth, I don't take kind of that, especially when you're talking about Randy Shannon, because he worked hard to where he was. And he had a lot of political stuff where he didn't make it a long time ago, and to go after him, I didn't appreciate it. Then to go after Luke, bro, come on, man. Come on, bro.
And he told on Clint hurt.
So what else is he gonna say? Yeah, Clint hurt. What else is he gonna say? Come on, man.
So V12, when he talked about it was 50 players' name on the paper saying that they was gonna take the stand against him, right?
Right.
And that's why he kind of went crazy. Like that process, explain that process to us a little bit. They put it on paper, they show it to you. Does that mean it's going to happen? Like, how does it work?
Yeah, well, it's you have a conversation, and like anything else, they're saying to him, hey, I'm sure they probably said there's a potential of 50 players about to go ham on you. Are you really? Are you willing to take that risk right now? They about to go ham.
That boy said, Reverend Bullwinkle, hell no to the no. Hell to the no.
So you're having these interactions with all the government attorneys, his lawyer, and they're having this conversation saying, hey, when we have this discovery, and we have people willing to kind of say, hey, look, hey, this is what they're gonna say. So he's backed up against the wall. What you gonna do? You got to make a decision. And he made a decision to kind of say, hey, I'm going this route. And that's what he did. But to turn around and make it.
But that's first 48, right? We watch it all the time. We see them. They just feel in a different way. We see it on first 48 all the time.
But let me tell y'all something about that. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Mm-hmm. It's different when you in that room, dog.
Hey, tell him 12. My dog, know. Why you think we call him 12? That boy did 12 to 15.
Hey, listen, when you in that room, street, you ever been? That
light swinging, that little one light bulb swinging.
Man, listen.
Nigga fucked up, right?
Hey, listen. You ever been in the water? You ever been in the water and you think that
don't do it, 12.
That you can't stand up? You panicking in the rip current, and you thinking you can't stand up. And you like, man, what's going on? And then you like, oh, I can stand up. Your mind, when you in that room, street, your mind is panicking, dog. You trying to figure out what is going on. What is going on? So, yeah, and I'm sure that came down the line too. It probably didn't happen in the beginning. It probably came down the line. But again, it just goes to show when this dude talking about he gonna get exonerated. Listen, nothing's 100%. I want to know how. Oh, well, the government informant took the money. What are you talking about? All that money, whatever money is accounted for. These ain't no dummies who run this thing on that level. Them United States attorneys ain't dummies. They know what's going on. So what like they said, what is you saying, dog? What is you saying? So I don't like stuff like that.
Real quick, man. Cost came for the $10. He says, I'm a Caneville supporter. F. Shapiro trying to hustle us, man.
Thank you. That's how it should have been like that. And the matter of fact, everybody in the chat, man, y'all give. I want to give 2 smacks. One to Coach and the other one to Streeter. Around here, they were smiling yesterday. Nobody took it serious. I had to joke them back into reality. He talking about our mama. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he talking about our mama, dog. Like, what are we doing here? I had to joke them boys back. This dude is talking about our mama in our face. And nobody gonna say nothing? Nah, dog, I'm y'all brother. I'm coming back for mama.
Hey, real quick, let people don't know this. Y'all think we be playing. Y'all see the people down there waving at y'all. Hit the thumbs up when they waving. Y'all gotta hit the thumbs up to let them know they watching Hayes Street right now in the Virgin Islands.
They watching it, y'all, live.
They waving. You don't see them wait. They waving at us, dog. Yeah. Come on, man. Y'all gotta hit the thumbs up, man. Hit the like button at least. Y'all gotta help the show grow, man. Come on, it's free. Everything we ask you to do is free. Subscribe free. Like button free. Thumbs up free. Come on, man. And my dog 12 on here spitting this game. He could be charging for it. Huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. So what else? What else y'all got for me, man? I don't like that. Oh, he want to go on 30 for 30. Because you know why? He still want to be attached to the youth. Ain't that crazy? If they did you so bad, they did you so dirty, why you want to be attached to us still, dog? Why?
Matter of fact, here's the funny thing. He was in such a tough prison. He got the U chain around his neck. You saw it, the pictures he had on the intro clip. He had a U chain around his neck. They ain't gonna let you have that in no maximum security prison you could choke somebody out with.
Bro, hey, everybody in the chat. I know we don't call nobody out, but when I saw that interview and I saw Streeter and Kyle and Coach Kiki, I'm like, man, what we doing here? No boy Kiki. He talking about the home team, and y'all sitting right here playing games with him. Nah, dog.
He said we're Kiki, hey?
Yeah, Kiki, dog.
Do you love me? Yeah, Are you riding? I'ma never ever. on beside you.
Yeah, dog. I ain't like that. I had to say something to y'all, man. I had to say something to y'all.
I appreciate you, dog. That's why you my dog.
Yeah.
And this is the dude I said wouldn't snitch on me yesterday, Street.
Nah,
but dog,
you gonna snitch, dog?
I say he wouldn't snitch.
I don't got time for it.
He's snitching on Shapiro though, and I ain't mad at him.
Yeah, no. Whatever he got is out of whatever he got is out in the open. So it is what it is. Anybody can probably go online and read his case. It ain't I don't think it's a case where you can't you can't look at it.
Sealed the same.
Yeah. I think it's public information. But I mean, it's all good, man.
Hey.
You know you done messed up, right?
Match my prints to the one from that bottle I dropped in the liquor store the night of the robbery.
You told this how it is, though?
Listen to me, little bitch. I'm gonna ask you something real. Then why wasn't the bottle cleaned up? Why did we find it still there, spilled on the floor?
That's how it is, though. Red light and all.
After we was leaving, after I left, other people was coming in. When we was leaving. But you don't remember what they look. But you bought the bottle of beer, definitely, at 12:15. Yeah, it was 12:15. Exactly. The more questions that cop asked, the more I thought I wasn't gonna never see daylight again. This time you said you bought the bottle of beer. I was just waiting for them to tell me they seen that damn videotape, but they hadn't. I know you done fucked up, Thomas. No.
That's the heat, right, V12?
Man, listen. They already know the answers to the question they about to ask you, bro. They already know the answers, dog. Call me now. They like Cleo. They call me now. It's like they like Cleo, man.
They just wave, y'all. They just waved at us. Wave back, y'all. Wave back, y'all.
All right, man. For everybody,
let me.
One second, V12. 1 second, V12. Right. Keep your thought. Keep your thought. For everybody just checking in here, because I just switched to Caneville. We're gonna get a bunch of people in here right now. Switch to the Caneville Twitter. V12 about never saying anything about anybody. V12 got a long law background. I mean, a lot of experience in law, and he kind of picking apart some of the stuff that was saying, and he just don't like the fact that he disrespected Miami then, and V12 like, no, we ain't letting our foot off your neck.
Yeah, we not, and people need to check him on that. Like he coming, like I'm standing firm. He's a groupie. And he's an outcast, and I ain't talking about Big Boy or Andre 3 Stacks. He's an outcast, and that's what's going on now. He wants something for nothing. I just don't understand. And like I said, you got somebody know him. He in Miami somewhere. Tell him to holler at me, cause all that. Oh, I'm exonerate, man. Exonerate what? What they say? Exonerate D's. You know what I'm talking about? Because we you know what I'm talking about? Like we ain't trying to hear that, man. You need if anything, you need to apologize. Apologize to the youth. Apologize to us. I told y'all, do y'all remember that time was very tumultuous, fellas? They were trying to give us the death penalty. They were trying to say like it was so bad that we could have got a death penalty on some of this. Like it was crazy, bro. We were almost in the toilet, bro. The toilet.
Real quick. A lot of people don't realize an investigation revealed that between 2002 to 2010, over 70 University of Miami players received benefits, yada, yada, yada. I just want to give that time frame. And the reason that's important, because like you said, that 02 to 10 was the downslope of the roller coaster.
Yeah.
Right? I'm saying it wasn't the glory years, dog. Think about it. The glory years started like it was 01. Yeah, we still had some residual effects from 02, 03, right. But that wasn't really his doing. Those kids were, those young men were already on the roster being filtered out through age and NFL right. and aging out. But really, if you think about it, Antrell Road, Devin Hester, Beeson, McGahee, they were already there. So what he did was attach himself to players currently on the roster, right? And then he may have added some pieces, like you say, that Northwestern brought the 7 in and so forth or whatever. That's what he said. But that was a Randy Shannon class, so I don't know how true that is. But if you think about it, from and to your point, 12, you said Shannon said, and I've heard this story before this even broke, that hey, there was a dude, because I'm gonna tell you this, there was a place I coached at, there was a minion coming around some of our players, and we had to get rid of that dude. And this minion was actually outed in this whole investigation. As we used to see him, man, he used to go around. So he had octopus arms in the community. It wasn't just him. He had other little people that was tied into the thing. But the reason I'm bringing this time frame up, because you bring a very valid point. And I don't think a lot of people understood. We always see the picture of him at the tunnel running out with the team, but that team was already made. That team was already, and he probably got a chance to run out because he donated X amount of dollars, or he gave such and such dollars. And so they were like, man, you want to run out with the team, dog, for 20 million? Hey, man, let the little dude run out there and feel great by himself. You know what I'm saying? No problem. But if you think about it, what was his true contribution insofar as the way he's boasting about, man, we had championships. Hell, bro, you was there 8 years.
That's correct, Coach. That's exactly right. And to be honest, we know it's a money game. And from what I understand, he paid to become a booster. He paid at least 12 to 15,000 just to become a booster. So he paid his way in initially. Back in the day, that's a decent amount of money, 12 to 15 grand to attach himself. And that's some of the money that he used from the illegal proceeds to do that, and also to lavish these kids with gifts and dog tags and chains and women and the whole nine from the illicit proceeds he had. And so the fact that he's trying to make it seem like without him, the U somehow is he's the savior of the U is a total misnomer. It's totally false. As a matter of fact, when he was there, we didn't win crap. We didn't win anything. That's when it started to go downhill. And another reason why because Randy Shannon as well, again, he wanted to clean up the university and get some good players in and clean up our image. And so that kind of deterred a lot of people from probably coming to the U who probably would have came. But we still got the players from, Jacurri and all these guys from Northwestern, that whole crew. We got a lot of those guys. So for me, what he's trying to say, it's just not gelling for me. And again, I think he needs to be on an apology tour to the U. And some of these guys who, and it makes sense why these guys don't associate, because guess what, Coach? Guess what? Your mama always say, watch your enemies. Your best friend could be your enemies. Watch them. Let me tell you why. The same thing why you don't tell a lot of people your secrets is what he's trying to do to these kids and essentially blackmail them, talking about he gave people abortion pills, he paying people's rent, trying to make these kids look bad. These people look bad. I don't like that. He's a grown man, 55 years old. He's hanging on and all this. Oh, I don't have any grudges. That's a lie. He's mad because he's an outcast and nobody's effing with him anymore. But guess what? People of that stature, they think they got a little power and a little money. They think the world revolves around them. No, see, here's the biggest thing I want y'all to take. It's happening right now. I'm going to tell you this. When you get powerful men, affluent men, some women with stature, they don't want anybody to tell them no. They don't like the word no, and they never like to lose. And when they lose and hear no, they start crying. That's this pipsqueak right here. They told him no.
Said pipsqueak.
They told him no, and he lost the case, and he's crying now. That's
Don DeMarco.
What is a pipsqueak? Pipsqueak.
Hey, can we get hashtag pipsqueak in the chat right quick? Also, Reggie, for the $2, said, Coach, play the clip I sent you. Well, Reggie, hey, like I said, if you pay for it, I want it. Let's see what he's talking about, man. Hope y'all get copyright for this.
It's a term used to describe a person who is considered.
Go ahead.
No, play it.
Okay, let me see.
Significant, small, or unimportant. Pipsqueak is a term used to describe a person who is considered insignificant, small, or unimportant, often due to their lack of power, influence, or stature. It is typically used in a derogatory or dismissive manner.
Pipsqueak.
Pipsqueak. Hold up. Shout out to my dog right here said Pimp's weak. Pimp's weak.
He's slamming these inches. Pipsqueak. Slamming all these inches.
Hey, shout out right here to Reggie for the $2. Let's see what he talking about. Know we about to get a copyright strike. Let's see.
You know, it's a good thing I found this. It's gonna make it so much more comfortable to sit on. She. Mr. Brogan, I do believe you're fucked. Royally. Shit.
Yeah, man. That's all. Yes, sir.
Why do they be so happy, dog? Why do they be so happy when they find stuff? Like, do they get a bonus? Like, what? Why are they like? Is it like just cops and robbers? Like, why do they be so grateful that we got them, motherfucker?
Yeah, man. That's hard. Sometimes it's hard work they put in. You know, hard work, man. Hard work. May get a bonus. Who knows?
And you know what I equated to? I'm gonna tell you, I equated to this, dog. I'm finna go a little history. Remember, was it the Revolutionary War? We had to fight in line and can't shoot to these. Dog, sometimes, which they should be, don't get me wrong. Sometimes them Fed dudes get so handcuffed by rules, laws, and procedures that the criminals don't. And they can always kind of get outsmarted and outdone. You know what I mean? It's like, why can't I just go in the door? I know he got the dope, but I got to go get the one. By the time I do it, he done flushed it. So when you catch him, dog,
well, there's always a cat mouse game sometimes.
What movie was that?
Game. Always a cat mouse game.
What movie that was?
It said 25th Hour. I don't know. That's what it said, 25th Hour.
So
I don't know.
So what y'all think he's gonna do in part 2? What do you think he has? I'm just curious. Like I said, nothing 100%. I'm not a nonsense show. What do you think that he could possibly say that he hasn't already said? I'm just totally lost.
The only thing I can say, I'm gonna just say this first. He can go after Mario. I believe that he can do that.
Okay.
Because I'm just saying, because Mario was there early in the 02 at around that time, the 01, 02. I'm just saying that's the only thing that he could put out there. I'm not saying he will. And he could actually give some names that the U part 2 did not say. Because I think a lot of their stuff was vague. So he can actually name some names that may hurt some of these current coaches that's out here coaching. You know what I mean? In the college league. And I don't know if it's a statute of limitations in the NCAA. I don't know all that. But like he said Clint Hurt, and we know Clint Hurt is in the NFL now. But he said, because remember, he said, listen, I was in direct contact with the recruiting coordinator, yada, 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 yada. And then later on in the interview, he says, well, you know, Clint Hurt was the recruiting coordinator. So that's the only thing I can say that he can do, like, is actually hurt some coaches down the line.
Well, here's my thing.
But 1 second, because you asked me to.
Go ahead, Street. My bad. Go ahead, Street. Yep, I
don't think I didn't feel the energy of him wanting to actually go, like, you know what I'm saying, go in and name names and stuff like that, unless he's waiting for his property, his book, his documentary to name names. You know what I'm saying? But I think what he can do is tell more stories. These Can fans love these old Miami stories, even though they're not the 80s and the 90s stories. They love to hear Devin Hester waking up 7 o'clock in the morning and he's mad and he pissed. Miami just got beat by LSU, and I told him to go to the pros. And he ain't talked to me since. Welcome to the party, Nevin.
Right.
Welcome to the party. Yeah, no, maybe he can tell more stories.
He wouldn't be in the NFL. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he could probably name more names. I don't know at this particular point in time that people, especially in the NFL realm or college realm, would even take this guy serious. You know, that it happened so long ago. People know he's acting like a woman scorned, and so they understand that whatever he's going, what he's gonna say, you have to take it with a grain of salt, right? So when Nevin's fed up, you know what I mean?
A hurricane gonna pay.
Yeah, when Nevin's fed up, he actually acting like, and that's what's going on. That's how I see it.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. And here's the thing: a lot of those guys were around too. Now I'm just gonna call a spade a spade, and I'm just saying. I mean, we know Cristobal was there. We know, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong. Don't hold me to it. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. But I think Dennis Smith and them was there at the time, like in supportive roles. You know, even some other guys that currently on the staff that were old Hurricanes that are back, that were in supportive roles. They weren't coaches per se, but I'm just saying they could have been in the equipment staff, the GA, student assistant, and who are now currently on the staff. Like I say, I don't believe he'll do it, but I can't put it past him that he won't call a name.
Yeah.
And again, because he is still on technically under
supervision.
Supervision. I want to say supervision.
Home confinement.
Yeah. He's not on parole. He's just doing his time at home.
Yes.
It seems like he's not at home. And guess what? He had to get permission to go to that bar to do the interview. Huh? 12?
Yeah, it's a lot that goes into that. It's a lot that goes into that.
I did about 3 hours before in the jail. I know. Yeah. I'm an expert now.
He's supposed to be working. You know, if we don't know what his job is, what's so on and so forth. He's supposed to be able to, probably have some work and things of that nature. But I know Street asked me a question earlier why he's still serving a sentence. It's just that what happened was, since he was in that high supermax facility and COVID hit, when COVID hit, the judges took a look at all the straight killers and said that we're going to send you home to do the remainder of your time. He was in that group of straight killers in Fort Dix, and they sent him home to do the remainder of his time. That's exactly what happened.
Straight killers.
So Street, let me ask you a question. From your expertise as being a CO, when they say low security, medium, high, we all know what low, medium, high means. But what is low security? Like what kind of day is that for a low security prison versus a medium and a high?
Well, I tell you like this: there's different prisons and there's different jails, right? I'm gonna talk about jail. I'll explain it to you in jail. Maybe you can get it in prison.
You'll get it in prison.
An inmate once told me. He came up to me. He said, "Street, man, listen, these dudes in here ain't animals. You know what I'm saying?" He said, because if they were animals, they wouldn't be here at TGK with you, or officer in the unit with them. They'll be at the jail when we're in the cell without an officer. See, at the jail, they're in the cell manning for themselves. We walk around and just look in the cell every hour. At TGK, they're in a unit where I'm standing in the middle of the unit, and it's 60 of them out there. I'm right there. They can yell, "Officer, killing it." It's safe. So what he's, you know what I'm saying? So he's saying, he was explaining the different type of jails, like the different type of security that you have. And I didn't never think of it that way. I never thought of it that, okay, these guys are here because the officers here protect. They won't be able to survive at the jail down in the city because it's every man for himself. You're in the cell. There was no cameras at one point in time. You had to survive until the officers rolled the gate, got there, and dragged you out of there.
You had to survive for 59 minutes because as soon as you walk by, Officer Street ain't coming back for 59 minutes. I'm gonna
listen.
Yeah.
We have walked in cells trying to stop a fight, and the only way that we found the dude is because he's under a bunk snoring. They done put him to sleep. The only way we found him.
This episode is brought to you by Tales from the Cell.
The stuff that happens in jail is amazing, though. Like, the only way we found the dude is because he was snoring under the rack. They had to put him to sleep and rolled him under the rack.
Wow. Yeah. So that's why he was out. No, that's crazy. But that's
But,
why he's out.
so I was just thinking, but I do want to add because like low security, I guess you thinking they spend a lot of time together. Sometimes you see them out there playing dominoes all the time, this, that, and the other. Medium.
Yeah,
I mean, they got bars. Don't get me wrong, they got bars.
Okay, well, I'll go a little further. At TGK, we have high profile guys, right? High profile. They come in, they go straight red jumper. If you ever seen anybody in a red jumper, that means they special. All the stars go up there, but all the high profile guys, any high profile killer, and check this out. This is their day. They're in the cell. They got a TV in their cell.
Mm-hmm.
They got a TV in their cell. They come out to take a shower, and they come out to go on the rec yard for maybe 30 minutes by themselves. It ain't no interaction. The interaction they have is when they come out their room, they walk by man door. Hey, man, blah, blah, blah. He throws something under the door, but he's on the way to the shower. You know what I'm saying? And that was what we had at TGK for high profile guys. They wasn't supposed to interact with anybody. That's where, I mean, we had all the famous dudes up there, the FIU police that was raping the girls on the side. Everybody was up there. The New England Patriot wide receiver, the Raiders defensive lineman that skipped the Super Bowl and went AWOL. Yeah. Any high profile murderer, you know what I'm saying? Any high profile murderer, the dude that tried to kill the Jamaican dude tried to kill his family. Yeah, but that's basically, hey, listen, an officer here is all the time to escort you somewhere and somewhere back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always like it's a classification thing, because even to Street's point, even on the local level, you still have to have these classifications because you don't want to put the wrong person in the wrong cell. It's not a perfect science. That's why sometimes you'll see some people, they may be they thought it was one thing, they go into a cell, they may get injured or harmed, and they get reclassified because the attorney may say, hey, you know, judge, this person is in the cell, so on and so forth, danger, and they'll classify them to maybe another ward where it's, you know, lesser. Maybe they may classify that person with more less violent people, so less violent offenders. So maybe it could be like, you know, shoplifters instead of, you know, guys who, you know, doing armed robbery and things of that nature, or gang activity.
So Nevin Shapiro in there with a bunch of dudes around here. They around here with Bernie Madoff. They around here on Excel spreadsheets. Y'all wait back right quick. Wait back. Y'all throw the thumbs up, man. I'm telling you, they watching Hayes Street. But anyway, go ahead, man.
They announced it. They announced. I think I messed it up too. Extension. They had him in regular population, and I had to go to the staff. So I was like, hey man, why do y'all have? I don't see many red jumpers over the last 2 years. Why do y'all have him in here with everybody else? Do y'all know who he is? But they really didn't know who he was. But also one night I came to work, and as soon as I got to work, the sergeant called me and said, "Hey, Street, sit down, check me out. It's a dude in your cell. I don't know how he get down there or why he's there, Street." he said, "But Street, you got to be really careful with this guy. You know what I'm saying? He defends himself in court. He's been in and out of jail. He's very smart. And I was like, damn, night's gonna be a long night. So V1210, right? It's classifications. Different people should be different. Sometimes they mess it up.
Yeah. So yeah, sometimes they mess it up. They mess it up. Yeah. So that's why he's out. So he's still, which again, I think I told you fellas that goes to affluence and power. Because if that was me and you, and they gave us 20 years, and they don't care how about COVID here, they're gonna give you the N30 mask until you sit your tail right there. Okay, so I'm trying to explain to you, even though he pled guilty, his lawyers were still working for him to try to get him a good deal throughout this COVID situation. He's supposed to still be locked up in the maximum Fort Dix facility right now. But since COVID hit, they gave him a chance to come out and do the rest of it on home confinement.
Really? Oh, we got 1,000 people in here, man. Shout out to y'all. Hit the like button, man. Share, retweet it for us. V12, I brought the city out on Friday night, dog.
Man, listen. Hey, like Jeezy said, I put on for mine, and I'm not gonna let it slide. I put on for mine. I'm not gonna let it slide. Okay, right? I'm not gonna let it slide. I'm not letting anything slick. Hey, shout out Rocky. Hey, Rocky. He told me, Rocky, y'all boys in Louisiana like them parties. He said he was a receiver out of Louisiana, came to the crib, and the receiver was that you, Rocky? They say the uncle had a good time, but not the player. It could have been you, Rocky, came to the crib. He ain't like that thing, huh? Rocky, holler at us now.
Hey, man, so if y'all just getting in here, man, we got V12. V12 had his own take on Nevin Shapiro, and he's not having it. He says he's still a rat. He ain't feeling it. He's a hanger-on. I mean, and if you put the times, obviously he was a huge Kane fan like the rest of us, right?
Yeah, he was.
He came about a lot of money, so he had to be influential. He spoke, very, very believable guy. And like any guy in here that's a huge Kane fan, the money is what allowed him in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The money is what allowed him in to be around something that he really, really, really liked. But when you start thinking about it, he came. Uncle Luke was there in the heyday fighting with what's the
Ryan
dude
Collins.
Yeah, Uncle Luke was there in the heyday when it was being built with Melvin Bratton and Highsmith and these guys. You know what I'm saying? Nevin watched that as a kid probably and wanted to be a part of it, and he got there when Coker got there. Now, all the things you guys have said about Coker's recruiting and all of that, just think about that. That's what he was attached to.
Yeah, because if you think about it, I don't know how old he would have been in 2002, but he probably would have been late 20s, early 30s. You know what I mean? So he probably just made his money where he could have used his money as influence to get a part of the program. You know what I mean? That's when he made his money, or he started his scam or whatever it was, but he used that time at that particular time is when he had a chance to infiltrate the U through his dollars.
But you guys made a great point too. And when you spoke about, and this is what's his name? Kirby Holcut, whatever the AD was at the time when Nevin was there. Remember, there's a point in time where they were strapped for cash and everything's going downhill and they see an opportunity. So guess what? Even the AD was pimping Shapiro as well. We said it. What can you do for me? What can we do for each other? So in exchange for him, they named one of the buildings after him. He paid for that building. Do y'all know that? Or do y'all recognize there was?
I didn't know that.
Yes. Hit the button over. I'm not sure if it's still there. They named a building after Shapiro. Check that. Fact check me like CNN. Because I ain't around here talking dumb. He paid for that name of one of them buildings. They probably took it away now. But it wasn't. It was a building in his honor. He was paying to play with billionaires' money. That's why they gave us sucker tail 20 years.
Yeah, dog. I just look at it and I say to myself, bro, at the end of the day, you got to vet these cats, dog. Like, and I'm going to go back and say this. I'm going to make a parallel here. D12.
Yes, sir.
We want to talk trash about the FAMU Rattlers getting shysted for the $237 million. But we got to let's be honest now, we got to start holding these other schools accountable and not vetting the Shapiros.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, here's the difference. At least FAMU caught it early. They had some people who looked at it and caught that joint early, right? But here's the different thing. Here's a telltale sign in which hopefully he probably admitted this. There have been, so most things don't happen without people being complicit. I just named Kirby Horcut, whatever his name was. He knew what was going on. That's why Shapiro was able to infiltrate and get in and give all this money. He knew, but when you got somebody who is worth $200 million shooting you $5 million here, this there, and what you gonna do? And that's why him and Shannon got into it, because Shannon told him no. And that's why cut and her whole cut. And Shannon got into it, and he probably got fired because he didn't want this guy around. But again, remember this: they're kids. This is a grown man. So if you dangling the carrot in front of the kid's face, they gonna take it. They're not gonna listen to you, right? Just like me, my jit saying, I'm telling him, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. Somebody pull up in a Lamborghini saying, I'm gonna offer you this. Probably he gonna be like, man, forget what my daddy talking about. I'm gonna look.
Let's ride.
I'm gonna at least look. So that's why it's important as with our kids, and let's expose them to different things. That's what it's taught me, because coming from the neighborhood, we didn't have much. And that's why as we get older, expose your kids to different things. Expose them to being on a boat one day, or going to a nice restaurant, or going on a vacation. So when guys like this come, expose your daughters to nice dinners at Ruth Chris at 4, 5, and 6 years old. So when these sucker what they call them come around here, these simps come around here, and these ducks come to date y'all daughters, they know what's going on. Hey, when these gold diggers come for y'all sons know what's going on. Teach them. And so, he prayed. The reason why I said he's a predator, and I'm gonna keep saying this, and he could come get me for this. He preyed on these young kids, and they want to turn around and be mad at them. You the adult, cuz. You are the adult in this. You the adult, bro. You 20-something years old or 30 years old. Right. These kids are 18, 19. What kid ain't gonna want to take $1,000 from you? I'm grown. I'll take it right now. Give it to me, Nevin. Yeah. I'm taking it right now.
This is one from Liberty City. So check it out. This is the famous picture. Nevin Shapiro did have his name temporarily associated with the facility at the University of Miami, specifically after donating $150,000 to the university. The Student Athlete Lounge was named in his honor. However, following the exposure of his involvement in massive Ponzi scheme, subsequent scandal, the university quickly removed it.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
we talking about queer pro. We
on the same page, dog. I was looking the picture up too when he said it.
Jonathan Taylor look happier than a bag with a banner.
She like this. We can get some cheese on them burgers now. Yeah, dog. Oh, but listen, no, you're 100% right, bro. You're 100% right, and that's yeah, dog. I just look at it. You know what I mean? I just hope this Joker don't come out. And I am critical of Mario and stuff, but I don't wish him no ill will in this kind of sense, man. It's been 20 years. You're a man scoring, as 12 say. And I just hope he does nothing that can do something and I'll set this program back in any kind of way, whatever it may be, dog. I'm just saying it won't, because remember, it's the NCAA. Who has Miami wrote wrong? Because remember, was it Julio Frank that wrote a letter to the NCAA talking about, man, we tired of it, man. We ain't doing these sanctions no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So that one dude in there, like, all right, y'all gonna mess up sooner or later.
And that's my
you never know.
Right now, their hands are kind of they got their hands tied up right now. You know what I'm saying? They still giving away stuff. They gave away some stuff yesterday. All right, man. Anybody who ever had to sit out because of,
but when it comes to the U,
that's the point.
Guess what?
That's the point.
Before I die, I take my last breath. I'm gonna shoot the last shot as the NCAA. Bah! You know what I'm saying?
And
we know how it goes.
And fellas, and that's the great point. Nothing seems to be a big deal unless it's for us. And we don't need any additional heat or additional attention on us when we're trying to turn the corner, fellas. We're trying to turn the corner. We've been doing some good things. It's going fantastic. It's going fantastic. Even the other day, I'm not sure. I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly. Didn't the feds or somebody are they looking into John Ruiz? Or am I correct? Or somebody, one of the boosters down there? I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me. I thought there was something came about.
It was something about his stock in a company within itself, and the stocks died. I don't know,
Yeah, I'm not sure, but my point is
many things, but not that.
Right. But my point is, every time something is associated with the U, we get scrutinized probably more than any other university out there. Still, as much as we haven't been winning all these years, we are still at top of the totem pole when it comes to college football. Bottom line. But I must say this though. I'll give Nevin. It can't be all bad, and I'm a fair guy. I give Nevin Shapiro credit because when he was telling them stories about the U back in that joint gave me goosebumps. I was so happy. I was so happy how we used to just. I was so happy, bro. I was like, man, I love the history of it. Cause we younger, but I know the history. But to hear him say Testaverde was 6'4" and could have played linebacker. To hear him say Kelly. Kelly was that big,
Kelly.
yeah. And for him to say Testaverde choked, and he threw 5. We could have had another championship them 2 years, man. I was like, but we were really that good. So
and he had nothing to do with it. He was a kid.
Nothing to do with it. But my point is to hear that, and Streeter said as well. Streeter acknowledged that we love stories. It's almost like people love war stories. We love you stories, whether back in the day, rather now, because of how we came about. And so I give him credit for he made me smile a little bit till he started talking that foolishness. But I love the history of it.
Right.
That's real.
Yeah. Right. So now, bro. I mean, I think who knows when part 2 will come out. I mean, Devon Perry wasn't in there with him, but he won't have Devon Perry with him anymore. I mean, so if y'all just getting in here, man, we're talking about 2 things. Simeon Barrow, Miami defensive lineman from Michigan State, is AWOL. If you don't know what AWOL means, he had been training. He's been training, and then they woke up this morning and he was out of there. He was gone. We hear Simeon Barrow is back in Georgia, and nobody couldn't really explain why. Nobody really knew why. Me and X been trying to turn over every rock. We hide behind the hexen of the day, man. We had the cups to doors at University of Miami. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what happened. But at the
somebody put an L tag in his car or something.
Nobody knows what happened. So Simeon Barrow, Michigan State defensive lineman, right now isn't at Miami, and they're trying to figure out why. And V12 is pissed at Nevin Shapiro and says he still eats cheese and he ain't going for it. Don't say nothing about my mama. I won't say nothing about yours.
Yeah.
V12 got that type of time. On that type of time today.
Let's leave it there. But what he needs to do, he needs to be on an apology tour to the youth. That's what I want to hear from him now. An apology tour. Once you start going around there, like Taylor Swift Eras tour, start apologizing and signing and apologizing to these guys. And we'll go from there. Apology tour. Right. Hashtag Shapiro apology tour to the youth. Try to get us banned.
Breaking news. I just got a phone call. Breaking news. I found out what happened to Barrow.
What happened to him?
That boy got down here and found one of them pretty ones, dog. And that boy got on the phone and told, hey, Coach Taylor. Yeah, put Mario on the phone. Yeah. Hey, Coach. I got a bad one. I ain't never coming home no more.
I ain't never come home.
She from Atlanta. She was raised in Atlanta. I ain't never coming home no more, Mario. Man, keep the NIL, sell everything, empty out my locker. She got that fire. Yeah. Straight up.
I'm out there.
Hey, boy. Listen.
But real talk for everybody just came here. I said it in the beginning. They're saying Missouri, they're saying LSU, they're saying, and people are like, man, Miami over Missouri over Miami. I mean, Missouri probably got a better EA Sports rating than us. But I want y'all to understand this about these kids and what football has turned into. And I said this at the beginning. These kids, a lot of them are under a lot of immense pressure business-wise. You have grown men that are tying these kids up behind the curtain, not coaches, just people, outside guys, marketing guys. They're tying these guys up, right? And putting pressure on them and saying things to them they don't understand. They don't understand NIL. They don't understand they can get 3-4 NILs. But a lot of these kids are under pressure, dog, that you wouldn't believe that people are doing this to kids, right? About money. So when you see things that don't make sense, me and X said it 3 years ago, money's involved now. Shit is no longer going to make sense. It's not just Mario walking in with the loafers and spitting game to your grandma. It's a little deeper than that now.
I think you should
deeper than that now. But I tell you this, if he is going, Miami just freed up some NIL money. And Miami throwing money around like Xavier Worthy was throwing around in that video.
Speaking of that, oh Lord. But to your point, Street, you're right. And I think people are underestimating the power of this money in this scenario. I don't believe the average fan understands how many people are coming at them. Think about when they were being recruited out of high school. It was coaches and maybe some street agents. Now it's coaches, street agents, NIL dudes, businesses, boosters, and they're talking major dollars, but this now comes with contracts. Yeah. This comes with this some grown man stuff. So that whole argument when we talk about, their kids, like when we say kids, but we know we mean young men versus full blown adults, because they don't have the worldly experiences that we have, and we all in our 40s, and we haven't experienced everything yet. So what dude at 18, 19, 20, 21 can truly say? None of us up here today can say we know way more than what we knew at 20.
Right. Bro, I had to tell a high profile player more than once, parents also, they said stuff to me like, man, listen, I don't want to really mess up my NIL. You know what I'm saying? I get NIL, and I don't want to mess it up. And I had to tell them, like, listen, bro, NIL, like, you can get multiple NIL. Like, it's not just one. But I think there's grown men sitting on the other side of the table saying things like, hey, listen, we're going to do an NIL deal with you, man. But we don't really want to compete with it. Saying things that they don't understand, right? So this kid's not even realizing that the NIL is like, man, bring it on. It's like NASCAR. We're going to put as many stickers on our cars as we can. But the kids don't understand that. And their parents don't understand that. Their parents like, I don't want to mess up my $200,000, man. You think if Ty give us an NIL, they're gonna make, bro, what are we talking about? But that's just us not used to things becoming easy.
Being around. Yeah.
Right.
And I'll say this to you too, Street. It's almost like recruiting. When that coach said, hey man, you commit to us, I don't really want you going to other schools. You know what I mean? And so what do? Man, I don't want to mess up my chance. I could go on that visit. It's the same concept. So you got to remember that same conversation has been had with these players and these parents. So how many coaches say, I know you hear Dabo say it, I believe even Mario has said it before, if you're going to commit here, then you need to X out all your other visits. Because if you're committed to us, then that's what we want. Well, they don't want to feel like Jody going to sneak in and undercut them, right? So what happens is, now, is that legally binding? No, but you feel a certain pressure like, I'm good with Miami. Oh, I'm good with Clemson. Or I'm good with Bama. Or I'm good, whatever, said school. If I just go on a visit, I don't really like it. I just want to go visit. But if it's going to mess up my chances, I ain't going to do it. I'll just say this real quick. A bird in the hand is better than two in the bush in some people's mind, but they don't realize you can have two in the hand.
Right. Let me hop in on that deal. So here's another thing. There's no penalty as of right now for the kids to leave and go elsewhere. So what probably may happen down the line, I don't know if this is possible, that once you start signing these NIL deals, they may have to lock that kid in at the university, if it's through the biggest one through the university, for a period of time. Because right now you can just go pretty much, right? Like this kid has just done. We don't know what happened, and say, well, no, you're going to give me this amount of money. I'm here for the summer, working out for a little bit. I don't want to do it anymore. We don't know. He may have got offered more elsewhere. So this thing is fluid. This NIL, this NCAA thing is so fluid. It's changing by the day. We're going to see what's going on. But if there isn't a penalty for these guys and ladies, whoever, to leave when they get to some of these schools, they're going to do it because they're going to, like you say, it's about the money. It's about getting paid. Let's do it.
And I'll just add this one piece. A lot of these players don't know what exclusivity deals are, right? They might have that in NIL. I don't know the true logistics, but this one, I'm saying they can't do that.
They can't. No,
I didn't know.
No,
I didn't know. I just brought it up because I didn't know.
Yeah, it's no. Real fast. I'm gonna break it down. Literally, the NCAA or college football tried to not pay the players and said, "This is golf. Go find your sponsors. This is tennis. Go find your sponsors." Let me break it down real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Go find your sponsors. Go find your money. Right? What that created? Individualism. Then what does it create? Inequality. Then what does it create? Fighting. Now we got them like now, you know, they ain't paying attention to us anymore, right? What happened was the schools got smart and was like, wait. Let's try to control this a little bit. If we can control the money, we can definitely know what we can tell players, right? Let's create a collective. The collective will allegedly go get the businesses. The money will be in the pot. And now we can control it a little bit to shop, right? But the problem with that, Hayes, the problem with that is that the foundation that it's built on is go find your money.
Mm-hmm.
So the school isn't supposed to have anything to do with it, right?
Correct.
Right. So if it's built on that foundation, go find your money. And then the school is saying, we figure this out. We're going to get something that looks kind of like the school to bring the players in. But what that thing is built on is very flimsy, right? And that's the problem, because the collective can only be playing in the name of NIL, right? There's no other way. And not that I know of, there's no other way for kids to be getting paid.
Correct.
Right.
Listen, I'm with you 1,000%. That's why I said when they found that loophole, and that's why lawyers and agents or whatever get paid big bucks, because they find loopholes in the law, and the law is always chasing their own tail. I make a law. Damn, I ain't think about that. And some lawyer thought of it. So now what are you going to do? You got to amend the law, or you got to add to it. You got to try to close it. But one thing about it, when I close this loophole, I open up another one. Right. Or you know, it's a cat and mouse game, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, literally what V12 is saying is right. It's like, bro, listen, there's a huge trap door in here for Simeon Barrow. Simeon Barrow can come here, get 50,000 to sign, 400,000 for the next year, walk away with the 50,000, and nothing can be done. Yes, there's a huge trap. If some upfront money was given, there's nothing to say, hey, he has to sit down and be here, because the collective is built on something flimsy.
Outside of the school.
Right.
Two separate entities. Yeah.
Right. So what V12 is saying is correct. But you know how you stop it? The only way you stop it is the NCAA lay down. The NCAA did it already. They lay down and say, okay, listen, all right, y'all got us $2 billion. We're gonna pay the players. We're going to pay the players this control. The control of money is back.
It's back.
In the hands. The money is back in the hands of the owner. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that we're missing. Right now, I'm saying,
it took us off the leash for about a year. Yeah.
Give Jeremiah $4 million. Let's see how far this thing goes.
Mm-hmm.
But now when they say we're going to pay the players, what they also saying is payroll is now in the back. The hands of we have power now. Whoosh, that was close. This thing could have got out of hand.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing is like taking the dog to the park, let him off the lead. He run crazy. He think he free.
Yo.
Yeah. I said, what he don't realize is the gate is further back. He just don't see it. It's still a gate there. But the gate is further back. So he think, hey, wait, this is way bigger than my backyard. I can run free. But he don't realize the gate behind that tree line way around there. And then guess what? Oh, you thought you was free? Watch this. Right. Get back in the backyard. Yeah. The same thing, dog.
Same thing.
Hey, here's what I say. The NCAA I think the NCAA, did kind of what Nick Saban did with Tyler Buckner when everybody thought they were about to lose to UCF. I don't think Alabama was ever in any danger of losing to UCF. But he wanted to prove to the fan base that Jalen Milroe was the man, and I'm going to show y'all to trust me. I'm going to put this dude, Tyler Buckner, out here, and I'm going to show you what it looked like against a USF. Not UCF, but USF. Right. Now, y'all believe me? Okay. Milroe, get back in there.
Almost lost the Naquan Wright in them boys.
Yeah. So what did NCAA say? Okay, you want the players to get paid? No problem. You want the coach to do this? You want to transfer? No problem. I'm gonna throw it all at you, and I'm gonna show you what chaos look like. And now the coach is like, but wait a minute, I ain't really mean like that. And the players were like, but wait a minute, I ain't know it's gonna be like this. See, a lot of time we have problems, but we don't really truly think out the solution. We like pay the players. Okay, well, what does that mean? And we don't ever ask that question. Pay them, let them get paid. Okay, let them transfer as many times they want. Okay, well, wait a minute. But the collective, like you just said, ain't part of the school. I just gave him $50,000. He got it. Then he went to another school and got 50 stat. But man, we need some rules, man. Damn this, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Hey, but listen, right? Because what's going to happen? Each recruiting class, the next Jeremiah Smith, which Jeremiah Smith gonna come around every 10 years. He gonna say
number one. Yeah, there's gonna be another number one next year, and then the year after that, like may not be him, but they will be somebody ranked number one.
But what I also like about it is this kid. What's this kid committed to Houston? You seen that? The quarterback, the quarterback top player in I think top player in Houston. I think he's like top, I don't know, 15, 10. I'm gonna pull up his name. He committed to Houston. Mm-hmm. Quarterback, they put that boy a wide receiver 7-on-7. That boy nasty, boy. Yeah. And he committed to Houston. He said he liked how they're building the team around him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull up his name right now. He wear the raccoon hat in the 7-on-7 games.
I don't know who that is.
He was Houston highest rated commit, I think, 2016 or something.
Oh, like right here. Keyshawn Henderson.
Yep, him.
Keyshawn Henderson. 6'3", 185 athlete from Houston.
Yeah. I think the NIL is kind of doing that for the Missouris and the Houstons. You know what I'm saying? They're putting the package together and they're saying, listen, man, you go up to Ohio State you want to and be the fifth quarterback. But you come here and get this $300,000 and be the man. You know what I'm saying?
And then go to Ohio State and be the man. Like, no, seriously.
Right.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying. You go there and play at Houston, i.e. Cam Ward, incarnate word. Now, this was before his time, but think about it. Cam Ward ups his draft stock. Now, nowhere near this kid, but ups his draft stock, gets taken to Washington State, right? Goes and plays at Washington State, and comes up the ladder. He just went through the farm system. This kid right here said, you know what? Yeah, I could go to Ohio State and sit for a year, or I could go here and play, knowing I'm good enough. But guess what else I did? I also increased my NIL stock. Yeah. So now instead of me getting $200,000 for the next 2 years, I get $200,000 this year. Well, Ohio State, y'all really want me? I need $500. I need $700 because this is what I did. I went to Houston as a true freshman, put up 1,000 yards, yada 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 yada.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's business.
Question for y'all. So I know y'all, but you're pulling up. Y'all talking about. Do we ever find out? I know one thing Nevin said. We're talking about NIL and college players getting paid. Remember in the interview, he said there was a college player who was making so much money in college that he didn't want to go to the NFL. Do we ever find out who that was?
Well, no. Well, what's the name said it? Angel Reese said it in her interview with The Pivot. She said she wasn't in a rush to go to the WNBA.
No, I thought he was saying back then there was a player
Nevin did say that. Nevin did say that. He said he took a pay cut. He said he was a first rounder and he took a pay cut when he went to the NFL.
He took a pay cut. Yep, he took a pay cut. Did we ever find out who that was?
I don't know who that was.
That's a lot of money, dog. What the fuck he trying to say? He was getting paid.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, stuff like that.
That doesn't make sense, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, not to say it's inconceivable.
Unless he was a fifth rounder, sixth rounder. But if he was a first rounder, I find it hard to believe.
Yeah. The only kid Lama Labor deal is the only deal we possibly ever heard of. A kid could be getting paid more than a first rounder.
Right.
In college.
Right.
I haven't heard anything close to that.
Right. Because even Shador is only bringing in $4 million. right?
But hold on, wait a minute. It's 20 years ago, though, right? It was a different time.
It was. That's true. That's fair. Well, 15. I can. Yeah, 20 years ago. 15, 20 years ago.
Let's see what the first rounder was getting 20 years ago.
Well,
Rocky technology.
Rocky said it could have been Kellen Winslow, but Kellen Winslow didn't he go first round? I think Kellen went first.
Well, like you said, I think it's all relative though, right?
Okay,
even if it was what I'm saying, 20 years ago, $100,000 20 years ago is nowhere near what $100,000 is today, right? So I think it's all relative. The numbers slide, right? So yeah, Rocky said only 4 million. When I say only, I'm talking in comparison to NFL contracts. That's why I say only. As high of a profile guy he is, as much of a name brand he can bring, I'm saying only 4 million compared to a first round draft dollars.
Nah, yeah. I'm not buying it, dog. In 2010, the first rounder was getting 50 million. The number one overall pick contract was 50 million. And by the end of the first round, 12 to 15 million. They said there's nobody.
See what I mean? Stuff like that.
Now, then it's how it's misleading. I got to go back and watch it. He said an NFL draft pick. Again, we've seen NFL top players, i.e., Tyrann Mathieu, aka Honey Badger, cats like that go in the 4th, 5th round, but yet was probably making way more money.
He said he was a first rounder.
I thought he said first rounder too. I thought
he said he went in the first round.
Yeah,
I thought he said first rounder too. Wow.
Yeah. Kellen Winslow is in prison, huh?
Yeah, Kellen Winslow locked up. He got off the rocker.
Hold up. So they let Nevin Shapiro out before what Kellen Winslow did?
Oh no, he ain't no comparison. There ain't no comparison.
Oh, that's right. I forgot what he did. Damn.
Let's talk about that.
Hey.
Anyway, talking about that.
My bad, dog. I was slipping. I slipped, dog. Matter of fact, that's right cheek.
Yeah. No bueno for Winslow. He got off the rocker, man. Sad to say, but
it's something about them tight ends, dog. We gotta leave them tight ends alone. Hernandez, Winslow, they got to go, dog. All right, we on the dog side, man.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, man. I'm good, man. Listen, y'all done calm me down with the NIL talk. It's all good though. I just want to come on here and make sure again we defended what was rightfully ours against pretty much an outsider. That's what I call him. He's an outsider. Yeah.
Outsider.
He's an outsider.
He didn't even go to Miami. He went to USF.
He's an outsider.
Nevin Shapiro went to USF. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. Well, you got I don't see how.
I don't see how.
Yeah.
I think I do got one, though.
I got one. This is gonna go into your world too. This is kind of gonna go into your world.
I think I do got one, bro.
Let me do this, man. 12. Come up with I don't see how right quick. You don't have no video. Just come up with one right. What do you think? I don't see how. And you know what that means, right? You've seen the show enough to know what that is.
Yeah. I don't see how V12 is only invited to this show when y'all set me up to go off.
That's what you think happened, dog.
See what happened? Like I said, y'all did me like Shannon Sharp and Cat Williams. Y'all reared me up and y'all let me go. No one tried to stop me. But I was spitting those facts though, coach.
That boy was on. He's on fire.
He's on fire.
Everybody keep bringing up early do set. Maybe, bro. We'll definitely find out. Well, here's what I'll do while Street looking up that. Today's I don't see how is brought to you by Coach Hayes Football YouTube channel. So make sure you go and subscribe, as well as some of your technical and computer colleges. Because what I'm about to tell you is, for people that don't believe AI is real, computers are real, and robots are real, They are taking jobs every day.
Oh, that's for sure.
Every day. And things that you don't believe are happening. I'll just say this real quick. Y'all know I go to Georgia. I go in the farmlands. These farmers don't even get dirty anymore. They sit in air-conditioned tractors watching Netflix because the tractor is run by GPS. All they got to do is turn it around, press the button, and it go right perfectly, 24 rows, turn it around. Like, they don't have to drive it. They don't got to be straight. GPS does everything. Well, I saw this right here, and y'all will be surprised, dog. Y'all check this out.
The roof. The big things we're aimed at is increasing safety and productivity for roofing contractors. The way we do this is the robot attaches to the roof through some anchor points, and it uses synchronized winches to move itself around the roof. It's similar to like a stadium camera that you see in like a football stadium, and then it has an arm that reaches off that cart to place shingles on the roof, and we use machine vision and AI to guarantee accuracy and repeatability. So the big things are labor costs and labor safety. So roofing is the second most dangerous job. There's tons of fatalities from falls every year, tons of injuries from knees, backs, sun exposure. There's a huge labor shortage in the trades. And so if you introduce new technology, you can attract a different type of worker to the trades. RenovateRobotics.com. We've got this video running on the website and a little bit more information. And you can sign up for our newsletter. As you see, we're building.
Bro, they got a whole robot putting your roof shingles up there now. And guess what? You ain't got 15 dudes to pay. You can pay probably 2 people. So think about it. You buy 5 of those, you can be doing 5 roofs in one day for the same amount of people you pay to do one roof.
Wow. Amazing.
And guess what? You don't got to pay that much in insurance. A dude fall from up off the roof. Somebody suing you. Bro.
Yeah.
It's great, but it's bad at the same time. It's just like Home Depot, Publix, all them self-checkouts take jobs away. So my message to y'all is if you got kids, you better go grab one of these. You understand me? And put this right here down and start understanding how, because dog, that's the, like, I saw that, I was like, bro, this dude got a robot putting the whole roof on, bro.
Oh, they coming. They coming.
Our robot. All right.
Yeah. So my own see how, we got 1,500 people in here, man. So own see how every day we do own see how. We say, I don't see how is what we supposed to be saying, but I don't see how this happened. I don't see how Coach Hayes' mama rushed for 1,500 yards as a senior in high school.
7 touchdowns, one game.
So we do this every day. And this on see how is brought to you by IOD Squad, Investor Die, man. Every day we get up and in the Discord, we put out stock plays. We was in the video before earnings. We was in Robinhood Monday when that thing jumped. 786-405-9499 if you want to be down with IOD Squad and understand crypto and investing. We do it every day. We get in there, ask questions, and we put out plays, investing long-term and options. On IOD Squad, man. This on see how is brought to you by IOD Squad. And it's perfect, Hayes. It's perfect. I don't see how a day after his car got stolen, Xavier Worthy in the bathroom with his lady, matching Rolex, matching diamond necklace, throwing that money up, bro. You see Xavier, fastest man that to come by on IR with Kansas City, but he got time. IOD Squad, man, invest or die. We need to throw it up in his house. We need to get to pick it back up, put it in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Xavier Worthy, man.
Well,
enjoy your life, young fella.
Hey, let me guess.
Yes,
let me guess. Nevin Shapiro recruited him too.
Maybe. Here's a question. That real quick before we get out of here, because we're supposed to do an hour, but we got the honor.
Man, I enjoyed y'all, man. Hey, pause.
No Diddy, no doubt. Here's the question. It has been a lot of talk about this. I don't see a problem with it. It's his girlfriend. He's in the house. It's his money. He's a professional now.
Right.
I get the image, but he's having fun at home. Like you said, he ain't in the street throwing it at people, doing silly stuff. They having a good time as a young couple. baby, we made it. We made it.
Yeah.
And,
right.
And again, he's not a college age player. He's there now. He's made it. Why is that an issue?
They fans. I mean, he hurt right now. I mean, if he was out there balling, you know what I'm saying, they probably wouldn't say nothing about it. But I think the issue is it's just how it looks. You know what I'm saying? Matching watch, matching chain, and we talk about it all the time. I mean, if the money starts, if it starts off like that, if you start off spending it, you know what I'm saying, and there's no plan, then you eventually will be a broke man. But right now, like Raekwon said, man, if you had so much money you didn't know what to do with it, what would you spend it on? And that's literally what you see. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money, dog, when you go first round. That one he has in his head, that right there is not that won't hurt him. He just can't keep doing that.
No, I agree. I agree. But guess what? Them guys, like, bro, you earned it. Treat yourself. And here's the deal, right? McDaniel, the coach from Miami, talked about that on the Pivot podcast, I believe, or I Am Athlete, when he bought that watch. Mm-hmm. He said, I overpaid for this. I know I did. But he had a purpose. Maybe this dude is saying, yeah, and I agree with you. I'm not saying he can't spin out. But that particular post, I think people are mad about the post and him throwing the money and so forth. I'm not understanding why people are mad. And at the end of the day, there are 1,000 gazillion and examples out there of what not to do. So and here's what's real funny. It depends on who the person is. If you say something about this person, right? If I said this about Shador, y'all pocket watching. If you said about this kid, he's an idiot. Bro, it's his money. It's yours to spin or lose. I know he should have people around him. He's got a gazillion examples around him of what not and what to do. And that's it.
Let's look at it from this standpoint as well. I just think it also, I understand what you're saying, Coach, and I get it. He's earned it. He's worked hard for it. He's a millionaire now. He's coming into his own. I just think it puts an extra target on him when he's out different places, because people know, just in general, once you become successful, sometimes you're a target, and people are watching you on social media. They understand now that you have cash money in your home. They understand now that you have Rolexes in your home. And most of those guys who carry cash money, who has cash money in their house, is normally they have a lot of money in their cars and on their person. So you just got to be a little bit more careful from a safety standpoint. I think that'll be my major concern. Ask Ed Reed. He went to the bank and left $50,000 in the car and it's gone. And so we just got to be careful. And we know how people, how things happen. Unfortunately, I mean, rest in peace to Sean Taylor. They were to break in thinking he had stuff and then not knowing he was going to be home. No, I get that part of it. I guess my thing was more about the video, but yeah, you have a very valid point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is why we call them, but this is why we call them kids. That's right here is a perfect example. Wait a minute, what's going on? We getting excited.
Xavier Worthy does have people with him, Hayes.
Yeah,
that's his mama. That's his mama. He got people with him, dog. You say he got it. Make sure he have people. He got some people around him.
That's what I'm saying. So. But at this day,
that's his mama, who everybody thought was his girlfriend. That's his mama.
You heard me say, "Wait a minute, where we going?" I see. Yeah.
Let's get out of here, dog.
Oh, I ain't gonna say it out loud. This the one that Josh Gaddis.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, Josh, I hear you, dog. But we'll talk.
You see why? This is the opposite. I don't see how. I do see why. See why?
Hey, I see how. I see how. Real quick, man, I want to give a special shout out to a dude here, man. 1,500 people in the building. Shout out to Brother Jay Blaze again, dog, man. Much love to you, dog.
What's up, Blaze?
One of the first cats I met, man. Matter of fact, Street, even though Twan kind of put us together, man, Blaze was one of the ones that said, man, you got to holler at my man Streeter, man, from football. Yeah, man.
Shout out to Blaze, man.
Hey, let me give a shout out to. Let me give one. Let me give a shout out to LNV. Always, like you say, First Lady to the Smoke, and also Rocky. Listen, from what I understand, I'm following protocol on this show. I'm not ducking no smoke. I want all the smoke, Rocky. Catch me on Kane's Talk Live. We about to get this thing popping. And hey, catch me if you can. We'll be here soon, Rocky. So this is not the call-in show, Rocky. I saw all your comments. Hey, but like Nevin Shapiro, I'm in a high capacity security area, and I cannot leave right now. So I catch you on the go round. I'm gonna call you, video call you, and we can have a good time, my brother. Shout out to everybody. It's fun, man. Shout out Street. Shout out to you, Coach, man, for having me on. Hey, on a Friday night, I would rather be on here with you guys at 9:00 at night than anywhere else in the world.
I appreciate it. Y'all wave at the people down there. They watching us, y'all. If you notice, they keep looking at the camera. We going live, man. We all doing what we got to do.
Where Street go? He gone?
Oh. Yeah. We about to get up out of here, man.
All right, y'all.
But anyway, dog, 12, appreciate it, man.
It was fun, man.
Hey,
had a good time.
Street done fell off the billboard, right? He done fell off the billboard down there. Look at it. See all the people looking? He down there doing belly button shots right now off the waitress. That boy crazy. But anyway, much love, man. 1,500 people in the building.
1523, man. Shout out to everybody on a Friday night.
Everybody, dog.
Hey, listen.
That's much love, dog. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like, share, and subscribe button. It's free, guy. That's all we asking, man. Hit a free button, right? It helps the channel grow. Hit the like button. It helps the channel grow, and it costs you. Look at my shirt. Free.
Hit a button for me. Hit a button for me. Hit a button for me. Hit a button for 12. Tell somebody, gotta subscribe. We're gonna have a lot more content coming. Season is right around the corner. Coach, we in
Less
June
than
tomorrow,
90.
Coach.
Less than 90. Oh, I gotta get tag from the car.
We in June tomorrow, Coach. You better get your new tag.
Yeah, I gotta get my tag from the car. Listen, boy, hey, 12, I gotta let you go, boy. I know you on that 23-hour lockdown, boy. Shoot program.
Out of here.
I gotta let you go, dog. Peace, love, and hair grease, man. We out of here. Much love to everybody. Peace.
Don't talk about the U.
We'll catch y'all Monday, 7-ish.
Talk about the U. We don't play those games. This ain't Colorado. We got history.
F. Nevin Shapiro.